Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. I'm your host, as you know, Tommy Williams, and today is an extra special day. I am going to go ahead and get started by wishing everybody a super day. I hope everybody's feeling good and, out moving around. The operative word is moving. You want to stay moving while we're here. To be able to move, we want to just get into it. So without further ado, and I am a little antsy today because this is a big day for my family. My dad has been writing novels and writing for many, many years, as I've shared in the past broadcasts. And today I'm having him on formally to initiate our book club here on the Tommy Williams channel. And I want to go ahead and start by bringing my dad up, Mr. Thomas D. Williams. And then I'm also going to be bringing up Mr. David Dawson, who's one of the readers, one of the persons who have read my dad's book. And so I'm looking forward to the delivery of great conversation and being able to spectate and be on the other side of the lens with you all and just watch the show. So without further ado, everybody, here's my dad, Mr. Thomas D. Williams.
Good morning, everyone. This is a pleasure. I'll tell you, this technology is too much for me, but it's good. It's all good. Thank you so much. I hope you have some questions that you would like for me to answer concerning my work. Nothing is more dear to me than my work being recognized by others. It's a wonderful feeling, a great feeling, believe me.
All right, gosh. Fantastic. So, Dad, I mean, I'm trying to be as formal as possible, but I have no choice but to say Dad. I'm going to go ahead and bring up Mr. Dawson right now. David Dawson's coming up. Everybody, David Dawson.
Good morning, everybody. I'm David Dawson, and just I'm glad to be here and looking forward to my first time doing anything like this. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. So, well, Dad, just a little backdrop on your writing. When did you begin writing? And
I've always been a dreamer. Many years ago, when I was in the classroom teaching English literature and structural English, what have you, many times I said to myself, oh, gosh, I could do this one day. I'm going to get into it. And as we all know, the hardest thing about anything is getting started. Procrastination is a thief of time. There's no doubt about that. So when I was about to retire, well, not before I retired, I just plunged into it with my first novel. And the ideas just came to me one after another. And I said, gosh, I could have been doing this long ago. And I don't have a particular genre. No particular groove defines me as such. I'm all over the place. I cover the United States, I cover Asia, I cover Europe, I cover Africa. My novels are all over. So you might say that I'm somewhat eclectic. But my greatest desire is that people read me and appreciate what they read. But of course, every novelist wants that. But that's the goal. That's the goal. And perfection is not going to hit at all, because as you know, perfection is not for this world. But if I could get some people to say, man, he's a good writer, I like his work, then that to me is everything.
Sure. Okay.
Because as Shakespeare said about Caesar, all Caesar, dead and turned to clay, is now a mud hole that plucks the farmer's cabin and keep the wind away. The words of that effect, as such.
All
I'm
right,
so
Dad.
excited about this. I'm like a kid in the candy store as you
I
talk.
know. I see. I see. So listen, we have David Dawson here who has some particular questions that he has posed for you with regard to your novel. And David, you want to go ahead and kick one of those questions off so we can get him going?
Okay, Tom. How long did it take you to write the book? Did you have a
Well,
specific timeline or any?
it's, for Justice Will Be Served, it took 2.5 years. It's not just a walk in the park, but the process, believe me, the process was rewarding to me. Getting there, it's just a super feeling. You know, as they say, I'm a great writer in my own head. I'm satisfied with what I write, and I read my material over and over. And I know fully well it will not please everybody. Not everybody. There's no writer. There are people who can't stand Shakespeare, Charles Dickens. So who am I to think that I'm going to be appreciated by everyone? But frustration is not my focus, not at all, because I'm still schlepping. As they say, I'm schlepping on to Jerusalem, to every place else. Thank you.
Well, thank you. What made you pick New York? Are you familiar with the New
Oh,
York or?
yes.
Okay.
Um, Everybody talks about crime and punishment, but there's something that we all want, and that is to be safe. We all want to be safe. Uh, and it takes more than a notion to bring about uh, an atmosphere in which people can feel comfortable in going to work. I mean, every time you step out of your door, you don't know whether you're going to come back or not, but you depend upon others. We hold on to each other. The police department works tirelessly trying to keep law and order. The judicial system works overtime. Sentences are not always carried out to fullness, and there's no doubt about it. The criminals are coming up left and right all the time. It's something. So out of frustration, groups wonder what can be done. And in the case of this novel, Justice Will Be Served, we have a group, a vigilante group, I might add, yes, that is working outside of the law, but at the same time, it's trying to stay within the framework of justice. And justice can be defined by many people in many ways. But this group, the concerned citizens, get together, and their objective is to carry out the sentences handed down by the court so that those others out there who would think about following the path of criminality, as I throw coin little words out there, will think twice and perhaps stop doing what they're planning to do or what they have been doing. This group is a dyed in the wool group that's coming into fruition as far as contacting the right people to do what should be done. And the criminals are taking note. The police department, of course, feels embarrassed by this group. The judicial system realized that this is terrible, and you can't have a wild, wild west And there are people who are pro and there are people who are con. But at any rate, justice is out there, hopefully, as far as the group is concerned. And it works. I'm sorry, I could go on and on about this. Go right ahead.
Yeah. Well, it seems that you did a lot of research into the court system. Is that true?
Well, yes. Yes, I wanted some technical points in terms of the echelons, the steps by which the courts operate, and it was a pleasure in doing this. I contacted the New York Department of Justice, and I talked to various people, not letting on what I had in mind as such, just an inquiry. And people were very kind, by and large, to give me the kind of information that I needed to make my work believable and not fantastic as such. I enjoyed it.
Okay, and then on the same light, did you have any mafia connections?
Ah, the mafia? What is the mafia? No, I'm an observer.
Okay.
I go to the movies like everybody else. I see the Godfather series. I see other things, other movies and what have you. So my imagination goes. You might say this is a product of my imagination. That's why it's a novel. It's fiction. It's fiction. But at the same time, a lot of reality is wrapped up in fiction, as we all know. To be or not to be. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, listen, I want to thank you for mentioning me in the book. And I feel it's a great honor that you did that. And I just want to know.
Mention you? Any persons living or dead, it's purely coincidental.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I thank you again.
Thank you.
And
all right, Dave.
Okay. Well, Tommy, I'll turn it back over to you. And
okay, fantastic, Dave. Thank you so much for those questions and generating some conversation regarding the book. Now, we can't spill the beans on the whole subject matter because that would ruin it all for those prospective readers down the line. People, we have the link that's inside of the chat, just in case you want to get an autographed copy of Mr. Thomas D. Williams' Justice Will Be Served. The link is in the chat. We'll also have, if you want to get an autographed copy, for now, you may email me at trainwithtommy@gmail.com. As always, you know, that's always an email open for you all. I'm in the process now of switching over to a different email, something more that could be more easily remembered. Something with the Tommy Williams Show or something like that. So we're going to come up with something different. I also, as you know, I try to push health and wellness out to communities and out to people. So I think it's very important that we take care of ourselves. Both of you fellas look like you take care of yourself, and that's a great thing. I'll tell you, Dad, you're 91, and I see what goes on each day with you, and it's just marveling at you every time I see you. And I only wish that I can get close to that age.
As they say in the Army, this is first echelon maintenance. Take care of what you have, because there's no such thing as a trade-in, that's for sure.
No such thing as a trade-in. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, folks, we're in the first of many of our summer series, we'll say, for the book club. We're on our journey. David, it was great having you on, and I certainly appreciate you bringing food for thought to the table. and bringing about good conversation regarding the book. Anytime you care to come back on, folks, we're actually switching over. We're not switching over, but we're adding to and kind of making a turn with this channel now. You folks know that I've been talking about my birthday in September, because I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the double nickel. I'll be 55 in September, and I do pride myself on trying to do the best I can with the time that I have. And you know, each day that I'm given, I tend to always face it the same way and view the day as another day to make it right. And we certainly hit gold on this one today. And so when the bell tolls and I'm 55, you know, I'll be in position already with my friends and my peers here on the channel, because this channel is going to be wide open for the voice of the seniors. So there's a lot going on out there, a lot going on in their lives, and we want to have different perspectives of individuals who've had lived and seen and experienced many things. I think with that comes wisdom, with that comes sharing, with that comes warmth. And for those people who have fear of getting older, or have, you know, maybe some squirmishness about, geez, I'm getting older. There's no fear. There's no fear. And we have qualified individuals who are already there in the captain's chair that can lend a hand and guide us through. So I feel like this is definitely the place for me and so many people out there who find comfort in our seniors. And I say that because I've lived that every day of my life. This is a great man. I've had a great mother, and this is a great opportunity for me to go ahead and toot my horn and have other people toot their horns as well. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for joining me, David Dawkins, Mr. Williams. I give you both a 5-star salute, and thank you for coming on the show. Have a wonderful day, gentlemen.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Tommy.
All right. Take care, folks.
Okay.
And there we have it, everybody. Quick, to the point, and this is what it's going to be all about. We're going to be on point, folks. So make sure, if you do miss these shows, you can always go back into the archive. This will be the first of many of our book club readings, not readings, but reviews. And we'll have published and non-published authors. This channel is going to be all about sharing and all about just being around friends. And it's a nice way to spend your time, I believe. So you all carry on. Have a wonderful weekend. I salute you all. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining in the Tommy Williams Show. Remember to like and subscribe. Tell a friend, please. And we'll look forward to seeing you the next time. See, once you subscribe to the channel, you'll get alerts. And you don't necessarily have to watch the show at that particular time. You can always go back at your leisure and just know that this show is waiting right there for you. Now, if you do care to be on the show and come in and have some things to share moving forward, you could feel free to email me at trainwithtommy@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to hear you out and see what direction you'd care for this channel to go in and how you want to be involved. And thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day.